Alright, look guys, let's just face the facts here. Everyone here, including myself, cannot wait until Spiderman PS4 comes out early September. It is a game that I cannot wait for. From the trailer to the gameplay, it all looks absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I even got the prequel book, Hostile Takeover, which I will be reading over and making videos for them as well. And so make sure to look out for those when they get uploaded. But in the meantime, as you wait for the game to be released, details have surfaced about side missions in the game that we haven't really talked about too much on this channel, but I decided to bring it to you all today. What's going on, guys? CKD123 here, and here is how side missions will be in Spider-Man PS4. So these are all courtesy of a Push Square article where they went over and got to play a little bit of Spider-Man PS4, about 2 hours worth. So they got their hands on the game, and they got some of the side missions that they were able to play. And so I am here going to regurgitate that article to you all. So make sure to go check out that article. The link will be in the description. And first up here is something that's pretty par for the course in most open world games today. That is, across Manhattan, you'll be able to hack radio towers across a city by completing a mini game that will then show you a variety of different areas of interest or different things on the map. And the camera will also pan to the surroundings, similar to Assassin's Creed, which is nice to hear as well. You know, being that the overall city looks great, it is absolutely beautiful in the game that we've seen so far. So I'm glad that we will still have that panning camera that will show the scope of the city and the area that you unlocked on the minimap. And according to Push Square, the minigame is a sine wave minigame. Essentially, you need to match the frequency of the transmission being received. And so once you do that, you will be able to unlock and get that cool panning shot and look at all the things that you can now go to on the minimap. Not that you couldn't beforehand, I believe. I think it's just that they're easier to find once you hack that radio tower. Other crimes are also happening in the city, like having to catch a stolen car that in return will give you XP and tokens, which then you can use to upgrade yourself and upgrade and unlock new gear. Collecting Peter's backpacks is also an activity that you can do throughout the city that will also grant you XP and tokens for upgrades as well as new gear. But also the backpacks will serve another purpose. And so, as most of you all know, of course, Spider-Man, when he's at school, whatever, or when he's doing anything that is not, you know, just when he's living, when he's just doing this thing, and if he needs to go to a Spider-Man suit, he obviously has it in his backpack, and will of course leave the backpack in some random area that he's at so he can go and be Spider-Man, all that good stuff. And so within the backpack, they will contain different items that will have lore that you can view those items on the main menu of the game. And so as of right now, we don't really know what types of lore tidbits or what items are going to be even in the backpack. I'm assuming like his regular change of clothes, and then maybe in those clothes you might have some sort of, you know, subway stub or anything like that. So I'm sure there will be some really cool lore bits to put in there as well. And of course, we are fighting in New York, so there's going to be a ton of landmarks, and certain landmarks in the game will also require you to take pictures of them in exchange for XP boosts in the game. So I'm sure you will be able to get a certain percentage of XP boosts, and so who knows if that will be permanent or just a limited time. But when you get those pictures, you will receive an XP boost as well in the game. And of course, the game also has areas controlled by Kingpin and his men that has to be dealt with as well. And so this kind of reminded me of Outposts on Far Cry, where of course you go to an outpost, you clear it out, and you kind of control that outpost now, like it's yours. And so I think the same way is going to be here in Spider-Man, but with Kingpin. So you will be able to go to these quote-unquote outposts that Kingpin has and do what Spider-Man does best, you know, beat them up, take them out, and you will be able to secure and own that outpost for the foreseeable future in the game. But the way they sound, it looks like it's not going to be as simple as just one wave. There's going to be multiple waves of baddies that will face off against you, and they will increase in difficulty as waves progress. And so it sounds like the first wave will be pretty easy, and then going on to second and third waves, or how many waves there are, they will eventually get harder and harder to take down as the waves go on, which I actually enjoy that touch as well in the game, because it doesn't make it just like a mindless, you know, combat scenario. There's actually going to be a little bit of strategy to it where you can do a lot of different things, and also it's a little bit more of a extended time as well in the outpost to take out enemies, so you can practice on your moves and your skill sets and everything, and your new gadgets that you'll get throughout the game. So definitely do enjoy that it is a wave-based type of thing to do here. Now lastly, there's also certain parts of the game where Peter returns to work, and there are optional science puzzles to complete as well. They are reported to be in the same style as the puzzles from the original BioShock and will feed in and affect your overall upgrade tree. Bomb defusal missions are also in the game as well, amongst others that I'm sure have yet to be announced. I guess we'll see in the full Spider-Man release, but what do you guys think in the comments below? What side missions out of the ones we talked about are you excited to play, and what other side missions would you like to see in the game? Let me know all your thoughts down there in the comments below, and make sure also while you are down there to check out the description where you can find their Instagram and Twitter to follow us on there. Make Make sure to also keep it locked here on the channel and stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you for watching, and as always, catch you in the next one.